Greetings everyone, welcome back to my channel. Here's your stimulus package update and news report for Wednesday, March the 10th. I have so much stimulus news to share with you today. I will be going over the status of the third stimulus check, as well as how the third stimulus checks will be delivered to Americans. Please do make sure to watch until the end of this video to learn how $1,400 third stimulus checks could be garnished for unpaid debts, which is not good news. But before this video starts, I will be giving away another $50 Amazon gift card this coming Friday evening. All you need to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment below.
Recovery instead of recession. Democrats answered that call, and today we are delivering $362 billion in dedicated aid to cities and localities across this nation, and they need it. 1.4 million essential workers have already been laid off due to state and local budget shortfalls that threaten the very fabric of our society. This relief means that our first responders, our teachers, transit, sanitation, everybody that's working, our public servants, continue serving our children, helping our neighborhoods, and protecting our communities as we see the fight against the pandemic through to the end. This bill will provide local governments dedicated support for the first time since the pandemic struck. It can be used for vaccines, increased testing, and countless jobs. Cities across this nation, states have lost billions in expected tax revenue. This bill helps. The Oversight Committee also delivered a provision providing emergency paid leave for federal employees to prevent the spread of the virus, as well as critical oversight provisions to ensure transparency of this full $1.9 trillion package. The American Rescue Plan will rebuild our pandemic-torn nation from the ground up and stronger than ever. Everybody should vote for this bill.
Gentlewoman's time has expired. Gentleman from Kentucky reserves. Gentleman from Missouri is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I appreciate the lady from New York, and I would like to remind her that in her home state, she has 16% of the country's homeless population in the United States. But under this bailout, CBO projects that precisely $0 of the $5 billion that is in this bill will go to help the homeless population this coming year. With that said, I'm happy to yield 1 minute to the leader of the Working Class Party, Mr. McCarthy.
Gentleman from California for 1 minute.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Before I begin, I want to thank Congressman Jason Smith for his work as the ranking Republican on budget. Mr. Speaker, I know the Democrats in the House are excited because all their work has even transpired all the way to Nevada, because now the Socialist Democratic wing of the party has taken over there as well. From H.R. 1 to voting to defund the police, House Democrats have abandoned any pretense of unity. They passed 3 major bills in 1 month with zero bipartisan support. Today, they plan to pass another. Like the others, it represents a missed opportunity for Congress to focus on the real needs of the American people. At $1.9 trillion in new spending, the so-called...
Alrighty everyone, so Congress is expected to authorize new $1,400 third stimulus checks. However, some Americans with unpaid debts could have that money garnished. Representatives passed the $1.9 trillion economic relief bill on Wednesday, which includes a third round of direct stimulus payments. From there, it will go to President Joe Biden's desk for his signature. Like the first and second round of stimulus checks, the $1,400 direct stimulus payments will come with eligibility rules based on income and other requirements. However, because these new stimulus checks are set to be authorized through a process called budget reconciliation, they will not be exempt from garnishment. And according to Tax Foundation senior policy analyst Garrett Watson, there are 3 kinds of unpaid debts that can be satisfied via garnishment. That includes unpaid IRS tax debt, other government debt, or private debt. Watson also said that the $1,400 stimulus payments would be protected from outstanding tax debt or debt collected by governments, including child support offsets. However, stimulus payments are not protected from collection for private debts. The $600 stimulus checks that went out in December had more robust protection that protected the money from all three forms of collection. So what are your thoughts on this, everyone? I'd really like to know. Please leave them in the comments below. Watson stated that because there are limited ways for people to change your bank account information with the IRS, there is little that people can do to prevent the funds from getting taken, except perhaps closing their bank accounts. That would likely mean that they would have to wait longer to receive their third stimulus check. According to Aaron Klein, a senior fellow in economic studies at the Brookings Institution, people who receive paper checks and are worried about garnishment can cash their checks at retail stores or check cashiers instead of through their banks, but may incur higher fees by doing so. It's a strong incentive, he added. According to a prediction from the White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki, several Americans should have more cash to pay down debt, save, or cover household expenses by the end of March. For the first time, households will get payouts for older dependents, including high school and college students over the age of 16. They'll earn you another $1,400 each. The same goes out for disabled adults and elderly dependents. That is really great news. Qualifying parents will receive the $1,400 stimulus checks for their young children. Currently, the IRS bases your eligibility for stimulus checks on your most recent income tax return. If you were previously a high earner, but your income dropped enough in 2020 to make you eligible for some cash, you can get it. If you've already filed for your taxes, the IRS will be able to use a reduced income from your 2020 tax return to give you a full or partial payment. We know from history that stimulus checks are sent in 4 waves. Direct deposit recipients will receive their third stimulus checks first. With the first 2 rounds of stimulus payments, the earliest recipients were taxpayers who opted for direct deposit when they filed their 2019 tax return. That's because the IRS could easily move funds into those accounts using information they had already had available to them. After direct deposit recipients, paper check recipients will receive their third stimulus checks. If you received your last stimulus payment via mail, you will likely receive your next check the same way, unless you have filed your 2020 tax return and requested direct deposit. If the delivery pattern follows the first 2 rounds of stimulus payments, prepaid EIP cards will begin arriving 1 week after live checks, likely the first or second week of April. If your rebate funds are recovered through the Recovery Rebate Credit, you will be in the 4th wave of the recipients. The delivery date will depend on when you file the claim. That is the end of the video, everyone. I really hope you found this video helpful this evening. Please make sure to enter the $50 Amazon gift card giveaway. All you need to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and then comment below. Thank you and have a very blessed day.